Hey everybody, what are we doing today? We are popping into, oh, I got something else in my hair. We're popping into Star Trek Resurgence. And it's a mess. It's a hot mess of a game. It's a hot mess of a game. Not a hot mess of a game. It's minimal effort Telltale. The Star Trek license is doing way too much work. The game's boring. It's an episode of TNG stretched over 10 hours. But I'm determined to beat it because it's only one story. So I need to see that one story get resolved and see how it impacts the characters. That's also one of my complaints about not having smaller episodes for this little series, is that it's just too much. You need time for the characters to like have a break, right? And then, indefinite amount of time passes, and then, you can incorporate the characters' experiences into them, and they sort of learn and grow. Very few characters in this are really showing like growth. It's just like, do they like me or not? It's a very narcissistic kind of game. Your choices, ultimately, somebody's going to suffer, right? So it's just kind of like you picking who gets crapped on. And then, do they like me or not? Like, you see, I just respond to people. I'm like, oh, I bet that would be good. There was maybe one or two choices where I did actually strategically make a choice that had an impact. One of those was who to side with. I want to call them Herodians. I don't think they're called or Horda, not Horda. Maybe it is Herodian. Hotari. It's some generic name. Instead of siding with the Hotari, I thought it would be diplomatically more productive to side with the, kind of play devil's advocate and side with the elitist aliens, just so there would be more like space to bargain. Because I thought ultimately that they were going to be the ones that would have to give up stuff, since you kind of need to stop treating these miners like dirt and maybe, I don't know, pay them more or something. That's the thing, they had no complaints. And that should have been stressed earlier, I think, in the story for Star Trek Resurgence. The dickish aliens, they should have been the ones that have been like, we treat them fine. Like, there's never been, we have like an equal sharing agreement with these miners or something. Like, we have no idea why they would do this. But instead they tried to pass them off as being like the out-of-touch elitists exploiting the miners. But then you would talk to the miners, and the miners are just like, yeah, we don't know why we did it. or there was no answer. From the beginning of this story, nothing made sense. And ultimately that boils down to the fact that the Hotari, I think is what they're called, are being alien mind controlled, and that their motivations, they can't be trusted because they're evil aliens. They're the Takan, the ancient Takan Empire, the Scions of the Flame, the sect of the Takan have returned and are now running amok. It's not worth the time investment that I'm putting into this, and I think that's why I'm turning so hard on this game. It's not because it's a bad game. It's good. Story-wise, it's good. Visually, technically, it's good. The voice acting, good. Characters, good. Writing, good. Everything's good. Too long. And the things that draw me into the Star Trek are not the things that I'm being presented with often. It's like just phasering stuff, which is fine. I like the phaser battles every once in a while are okay. I think it's strangely designed how they did this one. It's sort of like, just stand up and shoot until like we flash a warning, and then maybe duck or you might get hit. It's really hard to tell like what's going on. You just pop up and pray for the best. You just zap, 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 zap. Yeah, 10 hours in, I'm still getting tutorials. This is what I mean. The game just, I don't think it respects my time very much. I just feel like it's just getting longer. It could have been a 2-hour experience, and they said it's got to be 10, and they didn't want to write 8 more stories. So we just got the one. And it's real long. And sometimes there'll be like a big action scene, and then it'll just cut to 2 people talking, and it's like, oh, here we are again. Like, when you get that little spike of like action, it's like, oh! And then it immediately goes back down to baseline. Hey, so we gotta get off this ship. What are we gonna do? I don't know. We can go up the Jeffries tubes. If this wasn't a Star Trek game, I would not still be playing it. Let's put it that way. If this was not a Star Trek game, I would not be playing it. I apologize. My Stream Deck is acting wonky. I don't know what exactly is going on here, so I'm going to test some buttons. Before we start playing the game, I want to make sure everything's kind of working here. So let's check our Resurgence should have been open. I just opened it and it closed. It's a beautiful day out today. I got some sun, working on my tan. I'm very excited. I was dancing with my doggy. My doggy was getting freaked out. But he was dancing with me. He knew we were doing something. He knew we were playing. I don't think he didn't understand the rules, but he had fun. He barked a lot. What are the rules? What are the rules? What are the rules? Okay. Let's push these buttons. Shit, it's not working. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, controller can go. That can go. What is this? That's a microphone. I'm gonna need a microphone. The microphone's working. Why isn't the Stream Deck? That's not good. None of them are working. Okay, I hate to do this, but I think I need to restart OBS. I can't, though. I already started the stream, and Rumble's a weirdo. Okay, hi, Rumblers. Sorry, I love you. I don't hate Rumble or anything. I just hate the stream key setup. Okay, here we go. Let's do... Can I push the buttons over here? Oh, I can. Victory! Hairy armpits! All right, well, without further ado, let's continue this for some reason. Again, my Stream Deck is down. I'm not going to be able to change cameras, so I'm just going to be stuck here in the bottom corner the whole time. Iki ma show. The blood of battle. Okay. Let's hope this is over soon. Because I've got like 10 Yakuza games to play. I've got Capcom Fighting Collection. Baldur's Gate 3 is still a thing. Other Star Trek games still exist. I should maybe plug in my headphones. I'm afraid I'm getting feedback. Like, just check. I've switched to mouse and keyboard. I had to duck. That was a good puzzle. Shut up. I'll shut up. Like, why make the cursor move so slow? Like, it's just to slow the game down. Stop. Stop being negative. How are their life signs not being detected? I'm going to go get a drink during this because I do not care. Oh, that's neat. Hang on, I want to make sure my microphone is even working. Yeah, it is. Okay. No, wait, that's not my microphone. There it is. Okay, I'm checking. See, why do they spoil it with these titles? All the titles are like spoilers. The only reason the titles are there is a throwback to the old TV shows. Yeah, you're about to mutiny me. I read the friggin' place card. Oh, that's right. We think he's an alien. And of course he is. Really, any of these people would be good. Okay, an ally to confront Captain Solano. God, I have to keep sliding my mouse over 30 times. I'm tempted to go with her. Really, they're all kind of neutral. I don't know. Yeah, she'll get my back. Goddamn right. That's why I picked you for this mission. Her eyebrows are touching. There could be a twist. It could be Dr. Duval. I would support that twist. I think that would be a neat twist if it was Duval and not the captain. Because she had the power. She could have done it. It could just be that she just never did. She left him suspiciously unbioscanned so that he would be suspicious. He's just a dope. I don't think it's him. I think it's her. He's just too stupid. I'd be more scared if it was her. We would be done by now. Gee, what do they want me to do here? Yeah, there is. You can give him a bioscan. If you're wrong, you just say, I'm sorry, put me in the brig. Let everybody else off the hook. He's human. That'd be nice. Whoop. Yay, I'm a captain now. That's how you get your ship in Starfleet. It's like the rule of the Sith. What's with your jaw? What, because I didn't pick them to mutiny? Don't make a big deal out of it. Everybody's watching you. Yay, let's go rescue Carter. No, I do like her as a main character. I think she's all right. She's smart. She's tough. She's professional. I can't ever remember her name. Starts with an R. Reyes. Reyes? Ray. Oh my god! How did they know we were about to show up? The lasers were mid-flight. Balls.
That must have been their goal. They didn't want us to chase the Beskar.
According to my readings, they also took the Cartabula with them.
They're not breaking off. We have to destroy the Zeldi before it destroys us.
Has an Insular still over there? You'll need to evacuate. Who's having it?
I got it over here. Hurry. You got it?
Diaz to Resurgence!
We read you, Diaz.
This is Armand. It's good to hear your voice. Is Ensalar an issue with you? Everyone wants to know. Kidding me? Get rid of him. I don't doubt that, petty officer. Get us out of here. We can't transport you out while the Zelda's shields are up. Phaser fire won't even get through. Is there another way off that ship? We'll find a way. We'll have to be quick about this. We can't give you much more time. Can't evade the Zelda forever.
Grab a Zeldy spacesuit.
Diaz out. Get out of here the old-fashioned way.
Airlock.
Indian ships have no escape pods.
We can leave out that cargo we transported you before. Then there's the vacuum of space to contend with.
Those freight containers. You think we could use those to make an escape pod?
Mm.
Is that possible?
We're gonna make it possible. Unless you have a better idea.
Let's go.
It's a good idea.
Polarize the hull plate. That should allow us to take a few more hits. Enemy phaser impact dissipated. Think Captain?
Attack pattern Delta, attack pattern Beta.
Attack pattern Beta 3. Circle around that asteroid and cut back firing.
Aye, Captain.
Zeldi in range. Fire!
Zelda shields down to 82%.
Might be
Doing damage.
hugging them
Right
asteroids.
back. We'll run out of hull before we penetrate their shields.
Perhaps I can be of assistance. I can modify your depots to amplify their data output and avoid vulnerabilities. Not only I will gain full access to your propulsion systems. Those against dozens of Starfleet regulations. The security risk if the alternative is destruction. To be safe, you continue to meet when you put your trust in me. I've left everything behind here. The least you can do is put your faith in me.
Commander Ermont, give portal access to the propulsion systems. You're going to have the ship in your hands. Don't let me down.
This will take a moment. Your ship has lit up its fire.
That gives us some time.
All right. This freight container.
Please don't. Just let's do this and get out of here. I don't want to do another firefight and then a fix a thing and then a scan a thing.
Something we can make airtight. Damn it. Not this one.
Go. This will work.
Turn off the gravity.
Glancing below. Very little damage. I cannot keep these up for long.
Their phaser banks are recharging. Now's our window. We have to strike back.
I agree.
Their next barrage will be our last. Better make this count.
Target their weapon systems. Take the teeth out of the fight.
That could make them run. Just like the Beskar, we lose Diaz and Edzilar again. Hit their engines. We've already lost the Beskar.
We need to protect ourselves first.
Target their propulsion systems. I don't want them going anywhere. Targeting their engines.
Whoa. We gotta move now. These will give us the push we need.
Those are explosives.
Might last right out here. All set.
I don't think you need to put them
Set the containment field to
on the container.
then run back. Can detonate by remote.
We'll need to seal the doors from inside the container once we know.
Before all the air sucks out the cargo bay.
Ugh, don't make this complicated. Just get in the box. Oh no. Please no shootout. Please no shootout.
Help me!
No. You can't get what they deserve.
Leave me to die. I don't know. Can we really leave her?
She can figure her own way out of this.
This ship can't fly! It runs second to self-destruct! Please! Amenta! It's not her.
No. I know it's not.
Carter, we have to seal the doors. Don't leave me! Get this money off the ship before Sigma blows it all to hell!
How's she still speaking? Like all of the oxygen has been blown out of this airlock.
Edzilar to Resolute. I have you waiting. Go ahead. We're about to exit.
See the cargo bay containment field is deactivated.
Get that tractor beam ready. The Zelda is set to self-destruct.
Of course it is.
The Zelda first to prevent the self-destruct sequence from completing.
Can't wait it. We have to fire. Captain, you're almost out.
We need to act fast. Prepare all torpedo banks. Aye, Captain. Locked on and ready to fire. Fire!
I gave him as much time as I could. And didn't they say crippling it, like massive crippling it would...
Ready? Detonate!
See, they're all right. Yay! Could just transport them.
It's locked on. We have him. They'll be pulled into the docking bay shortly. There's something else. Track the transporter signal to the planetary pumps before the Zelda detonate. Syndrome. There's a Takari structure.
Hmm.
Is the reason they were here. Is the reason we are here.
Yeah.
Now,
We destroyed the zone. He doesn't have a ship.
as far as we know,
It can't run from us down there. We have to be sure he's neutralized.
I have to see what's down there.
Is this the Takara arsenal Falcon was after?
Legend says this region once held the secret mysteries of the Takari Empire. Our greatest treasure. Most fearsome technology.
I want a full security detail. Westbrook, Resurgence, you're with me. Mr. Irma, you have the call.
Wait. Not the first officer anymore. The captain is supposed to stay with the ship. I'm surprised Lieutenant Bedrosian didn't raise that first.
I thought Captain Ryder knew what she was doing. That's the protocol. But it's also a captain's prerogative to break that protocol.
Suppose it is.
We'll deal with the first officer vacancy when we return. Until then, Mr. Irma,
Yes, Captain.
They all seem ready for promotion. I'd promote them all. They could all be my first officer. Oh, that's very pretty.
any sign of syndrome?
Not that I can see.
High alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
Some kick-ass spacesuits.
That's the plan.
That's your call to come down here. So I'm sure I will. I respect the chain of command. Phasers should make quick work of the ice. Useless. Another Takara vault.
Would you appoint a first officer? Like, what if Solano gets cured and he comes back and he takes the captain's chair again? I assume you go back to first officer.
I don't see a way in.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Must be some way to activate it. Whoa. Is it
Her arm's doing that thing again. Or her elbow's like starting to bend backwards. It's like locked. It's like locked straight. Reyes? I don't know what her name is. I can't remember her name. In Baldur's Gate, for example, you go to your inventory menu or your character menu, and it will show you your character's stats. You'll see their appearance. You'll see what they're wearing. You'll see their name. You'll, you know. I don't know what my own name is. Jara and Carter. But they don't refer to them in the game as Jara and Carter. Those aren't their names. It's Carter, I think, Diaz, and Jara. So again, we're 12 hours in. I don't know her name. I'll call her Jara. Pretty floor.
Spread out. Let's see what we can find. Stay on high alert. Don't know where the Takanda may be down here.
Who would it be by?
How so?
Universal is traded for Tacoma. Only a Tacoma. Have you come across a device you cannot use?
Will do. Thank you.
Investigate the vault.
Do you know what this place was used for?
It fills me. The Empire is vast,
I can barely hear this guy.
and much was no doubt like However, can't one build such a place without something precious to protect?
Whatever that is, we have to find it before Galvin does.
Turn the music down just a little bit. And turn on subtitles.
What is that void down here?
Space, folded upon itself. Fairly simple concept.
For a Takanda, perhaps.
I advise against falling in.
This pattern resembles the transporter device Kayaka's Squares used to escape the resident. Level 6-3.
You wish to make use of this device.
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Tacanda to keep space distance at a short distance. Very convenient. I will activate the system for you.
Where does it go?
I'm not sure. The markings here.
Getting some Final Fantasy X vibes from this. games.
Just out of reach.
Can you use this to find out more about galvanization?
Information's encrypted. Can only discern that it's all bullshit.
Discern it faster, please. God. Everybody speaks so friggin' slow.
Is the affiliate. Perhaps the most powerful decoding ship ever built. I want to access the profile of it. Through ship's commands. Experimental, highly advanced transport.
Oh, it's highly advanced alien technology.
Transporter technology? For what, Jordan?
Captain, you better come see this.
I'm just impatient. That's why I'm griping so much. I just want this kind of to end. I have to say, so far, part 4 has been better than part 3 and part 2.
There are up ahead.
The looks of it, I'd say someone left before.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
I've seen these before. The other vault. And all of those are the same as this. You must be.
All that remains. That's the entire civilization.
I thought this was an arsenal. But in a way, you're right. This is how they rebuild the Dakota Empire. Combine with our billions of
None of this is news. Come on.
This was always their purpose, to restore the glory that was lost. Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain.
Rydek.
You cured a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia.
How can you tell who is who?
Are you proud of how much death you've caused?
Little.
Their common life is precious, irreplaceable. Centuries of knowledge and culture, lost with each one you murder.
Your friends died because of you.
If you hadn't attacked us, there could have been a peaceful solution.
I see how you insist diplomacy gives up its mirror. You can hardly blame me for wanting to quicker result. Thankfully, I don't have to convince you of anything. You'll all be on the same side soon enough.
Yeah, you can.
Makes your existence feel simple, brother. You are, after all.
It's inevitable. It'll still happen, but you can delay inevitable things.
You're so
It's the expression you're only delaying the inevitable.
but you stand here surrounded not by your fellow Takano, but by members of the Federation, by people who deny a fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire, and I can only assume that's right.
There is only one true Takano, and that's Portal. You're a scion, disgrace to the memory of the Takano, brought back through unnatural means.
I will tolerate your presence so long as you continue to amuse me. Which side are you on?
Captain Rydak, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
The time has come. I hope we speak again, brother.
Estimated time to contact, 6 minutes and counting.
We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship. And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them. Bombard the site from orbit.
I'll decide once we're safely aboard the Resurgence. Board a transport.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I've always stood by you. I committed
Why do you feel so strongly about this, other than to force a decision on me?
those things on board. I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Empire, they will be forged into living bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire group,
Puncher.
all next.
2 minutes and counting. It's headed straight to the vault. The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
Star Destroyers. 12 o'clock.
Arrival at the second vault is imminent.
I would remind you, those life forms are
Ooh. All right, Andy, I can do this. Oh, wait. This. That is my camera.
There they are.
You did what had to be done with the task. I know you held out hope, but it's what she would have wanted. The task had been rescued. Even if I wavered, there's no way she'd saved herself from the machine. She must see it. I do. And I shall.
Surprises. You showed him something. Come with me to see.
Thank you. I'll find you afterwards.
You two, check in your stations. Swing is an overboard.
Oh, God, I wish it were. But how I wish it were. My Stream Deck's acting all screwy. Hey, Stream Deck, Elgato, what's up with your Stream Decks? Send me a new one, please.
Believe it, but I've actually
It's like the wires are.
not that I expect this to be long.
I don't know.
I can just imagine the look on his face.
You know what? I want to see him soon. It would be nice to be a part of this.
I'm sure we can count on him for that.
I can't believe it. You evaded the Takan, injected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it.
That about sums it up.
You're going to be teaching this at the academy for years to come. I mean it. Everybody's going to learn how you pulled it off. But we did. You can't just teach them. Maybe not, but I'm sure they'll try. I heard about them. Is
As far as we know, she's still out there.
well, I know Captain Ryder will do her best to get her back.
Ryder? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Takan. Ryder had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has. Not in half a million years. Solano wasn't perfect. He's a good man.
No, really.
I'm sorry that happened to him. Yeah, we all are. But we'll rally around Captain Ryder.
What are you talking about? I already got people threatening to quit.
It is agreeable to see you.
I like this guy. Who's this guy? Where's he been? Mm.
No, it was not.
I like that guy.
My sincere hope is to be able to see what's well said.
I concur.
You should know your absence has left engineering terribly short-handed. This department has fallen unacceptably behind schedule on both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of irregularity.
Seems like you could use some help around here. We're ready to go to work.
I'd like to catch you in my friendly stuff if you don't mind.
Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But given your experience on board this LD, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action.
Yay!
Improvements or maintenance
I'm sorry, I'm working on my laptop. I can't see the chat right now.
No result from this. Doesn't seem well already. You're still alone again?
Well, if there's any way I can help, let me know.
I'll take you up on the offer. It's good to have the support of the Starfleet without being sure.
It's coming along nicely. Thank you, Tej. I'll take it from here. We're almost done.
Can't figure out where to put this microphone.
Passing the swamp. You have some fencing to do. Personally, I'm against the biggest destruction of innocent life forms. So I'm glad you transported the development crystals onto the ship. But Lieutenant Petrosian obviously feels otherwise. Right now, you need the most important tool. Being an effective leader requires trust. Issue as divisive as this, it doesn't hurt. I don't expect everyone will agree with my decisions, and she's entitled to a different opinion. But I'll handle Lieutenant Petrosian. You'll be fine, just as long as people feel that they're being heard. Chaotic last few days for everyone. You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. You'll have to work to regain Lieutenant Petrosian's trust. If she's removed from consideration, it comes down to Wesley or our men. Obviously, Petrosian decision's yours. Commander Wesley has said our department is open to any guidance from others as long as I'm the only person who will willingly select Commander Wesley as the new first officer. It would be an excellent choice considering history. The crew would respect the fact you chose someone likely to challenge your opinions and present a different point of view. You're as good as new. Thank you, Dr. Jamal. Always nice to have mechanic compliments. You shouldn't keep that past the spotlight.
The return of the uncanny Vulcan.
Captain. Out to the south.
Her makeup's all over the place.
I'm here to officially tender my resignation from the crew of the USS Resurgence.
Accepted.
I cannot in good conscience continue to serve aboard this ship, not while the interests of the enemy take precedent over the safety of the crew.
As you wish, Lieutenant. I respect your decision as much as I disagree with it.
Thank you, Captain.
My door is always open if you change your mind.
We'll have Ambassador Spock via subspace shortly.
I knew the risks. She's not going to blackmail me with her
Petrosian for about a year.
pointless whining.
Petty officers Diaz and Ensalar have first-hand experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections.
Talk about moving up in the world.
Excellent idea, Mr. Jabba. You deserve to be here.
What was that?
What Diaz and Ensalar accomplished aboard the Zelda is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these science.
You know, Carter deserves most of the credit. None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
I can say the same thing about Ensalon here. She deserves as much of the credit as I do.
It's like a mutual admiration
You didn't have to call him petty.
All of senior staff, there is a procedural element to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Margaret for control of the ship.
Of course.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jaro Private. Voice authorization earned. Echo 4 Lima.
Voice authorization Duval. Ada. Yankee.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango. Waiting your authorization, Captain.
What?
Voice authorization. Right. Alpha 3. Listen.
Captain's codes transfer the updated command structure is incomplete. Please designate a new first officer.
Who is the new first officer?
Please designate a new first officer.
All right, type it in chat. Who's our new first officer? I will stop the game and go look at chat. I'm leaning towards Westbrook. He's arrogant and a jerk, but he knows what's up. I've only had like one interaction with this guy. He seems very competent, and I think he'd be very, very good captain. But I just don't think he likes me very much, and I really don't like him. Oh, it's got to be one of these two. Okay, well, we're going Westbrook. What did Twitch say? Probably nothing. Probably there's no viewers. Let's check. Let's just make sure. Sorry, here I come, Twitch. Rumble, if you're there, throw it in chat. Westbrook or Bluey? Yeah, it's just me. All right, I'm picking Westbrook. Sir Chin's a lot.
It is an honor and a pleasure to name Commander Westbrook as my new first officer.
Thank you, Captain. You made the right choice.
One alien on the ship, and I passed him over for. I feel terrible.
I know we've had our differences,
I should have picked the alien.
but I appreciate this.
Here, Commander Westbrook is the new first
It's a
officer.
human sausage party in here.
Awaiting voice authorization.
There's two aliens in the room.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7.
I want the Vulcan.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Nicely done. I think that went well.
Captain, can I have a word with you?
Uh-oh. I'm going to resign.
I respect your decision, Captain. Commander Westbrook has seniority, and I can understand why you might have felt pressure to leave. What I can't understand is why you would choose someone so clearly unsuited for the position. It's the very reason why Captain Solano chose you over Lowell. Because he knew Westbrook as first officer would be disastrous.
I won't argue with you, Captain. You very well might be right. But I had to trust my instincts, and that's what led me to Commander Westbrook.
He may have been the expected choice, but that doesn't make him the best. Maybe I've had it wrong this whole time. I thought we had an excellent working relationship almost from the moment.
I've only spoken with you once, dude.
Of course, I was insulted when you didn't trust me with the information about Captain Solano being a compromise.
That was the once.
Which is certainly not what you can say about Westbrook. He was always against you, especially with regard to Captain Solano. I guess loyalty counts for nothing.
Listen, I value your opinion more than just about anything else. I rely on you. If we're going to beat Galvin, I need your help now more than ever. So please don't be discouraged.
I'll be fine. Just give me some time.
I don't know if you'd be a disaster first officer. You'd be a disaster for Solano, because Solano's a freak. Everybody's a disaster first officer for Solano. I was a disaster first officer for Solano. He got bioformed and thrown in the brig.
Tron, what's the situation in engineering?
I can't raise the internal comms unit. It's the ionic interference. It's spiking again. Reinitialize the central communications troubleshoot comms. If I may, Captain. Communications are critical to ship operations. I should go take care of this.
Go.
I was hoping we could buy enough time to spot the inside the ships. Looks like we might have to face off against the affiliates. If it's just us, I don't like our chances.
Can't fight them on their terms. We have to be clever.
We're being pulled out of warp!
Nah, it's not good.
The Aphelion is closing on us, and fast.
Crystal ships.
Being hailed by the Aphelion. Galvin demands to be heard. On screen.
You thought you could run, that I would let you escape so easily after taking what's mine. How pathetic and predictable. At least you can take solace knowing you'll be a far braver Takan than you were as a cowardly Colbia. Is it any wonder your people perished? If your every instinct is to pull out from the fight,
You underestimate the lengths I'm willing to go to ensure you don't succeed.
sadly, this is as far as you get. We both know I hold your fate in the palm of my hand. That I could crush you in an instant if I so desired.
Kill billions of Takan?
And as much as I'd like to, I have another purpose to serve. As one of us.
Oh, they've got that gun. The gun can bioform. Okay, so I'm kind of screwed right now.
Red alert! Pandar, get us out of here!
You're way late on that red alert. Oh boy, that's pretty. Uh-oh.
Evasive maneuvers!
Well, they can't warp. They're on impulse. They're kind of screwed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Intruder alert.
In the engineering section,
That's really not good.
no systems or structural damage though.
Oh, since when? Okay.
They were targeting the crew, not the ship.
Captain, we have to respond. Hit him in the mouth. What are your orders?
Fire photon torpedoes! Target the source of the beam!
The Aphelion remains undamaged by the photon torpedoes, Captain. Its shields are fully intact.
That one.
Takan may already be on this ship.
Seal the bridge. No one gets access without my permission.
I think that's for the best. Here are your tricorders.
Joy.
To the transporter room.
Oh no. Don't kill him. He's like my favorite guy. I have been. Shall forever be. Your friend! It's still the tutorials. I'm not. There's a decent chance. Come on! I'm like going over. Uh, I I I wouldn't be surprised if there is a tutorial like mid credits. Come on! I can't get there fast enough. The sensitivity's so low. All right, I'll use my mouse pad. What is this? Dragon's Lair? Try the trackpad. No friggin' way, man. Oh, God. I had to do both. I had to do trackpad and mouse to get it over there fast enough. Yikes.
You're coming with us?
The security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
These have concentrated chemical doses. Key detectors as soon as your exposure to the effect. Maybe right before the conjure
I don't know why the sensitivity is so low on this. I might need to plug the controller back in.
Walking onto the transporter path through the interference.
I've done this before.
Hang on.
I have to align the transporter with the tetrametric signature. You can tell them through the sheets.
Okay. What is going on? Oh, is it still not good enough? Fudgikins, I don't know.
There's a problem. We don't have enough power to make the jump. We might be able to divert power from
That aside, safety is now resolved. From without any loss.
I could have done that, you know.
Perhaps not as quickly. I am Portal 60. God,
I like Portal.
Nice to meet you.
This character works. He's good.
we're right behind you.
Do as proud over there. Ready to transport. On your order.
Energize.
Where is the thing that I need? Where is the thing that I need? Where is the where is the thing that I need? My stream deck's all screwed up, you see? Hello, there we go. Hi. We need to take a short break. Thank you for joining us. Please follow, leave a like. If you like Star Trek, tell me what you think of Star Trek Resurgence. Maybe it's more fun to watch than it is to play. End soon, please. We'll be right back. The stream deck's not working. Do the standby. Oof. Carter Diaz. I like Carter Diaz. I like Portal 6324. Portal 2, still alive. I like, oh God, let's see. I like the Vulcan is great. I really like the Vulcan. I like the ship. Is it the Resolute? Yeah. I'm gonna move over here a little bit. I think the soundtrack is good. Fits the Star Trek vibe. I listened to the whole soundtrack on Steam. I guess I got the deluxe version that had the soundtrack included, and it's good. It's all right. It's no whatever Jerry Goldsmith or whoever. I just keep asking myself, kind of like, why? It would have made more sense, I think, to make a game set with an existing crew. Like, I really would have liked to have seen like a like Voyager or something like that, or like Enterprise. Wouldn't that be weird to go back and write a good story for Enterprise and have a good Enterprise adventure? Scott Bakula would be totally affordable. You could do it. Along with everybody else in that show, I think. I think that would have been great. Yeah, do one. Set it in Star Trek Enterprise. Here's why they didn't, probably, is because nobody would play that game. But if you wanted to... Okay. I figured out my problem with this game. My problem with this game is that it's very safe. There's nothing new to this game that is specific to this game, really, that hasn't been in any other like Telltale adventure game. There's nothing really Star Trek-y about it, in the sense that like I'm not really doing things that feel like I'm in Star Trek. It appears that I am. Like I push Y to say the word engage, but you could just put that in a cutscene. That doesn't mean anything to me, unless I'm doing it like spontaneously. Which, if you haven't played Star Trek Bridge Commander, it's an older game, really cool, and it's got this Patrick Stewart face on Picard, and Picard's sitting right there next to you, and you're giving the orders, and you're shouting out things. It's great, but it's done through menus. Like you hover your mouse over somebody, and it'll be, let's say, it was your navigational helm, right? You hover the cursor over the helmsman, and then it's all the helm options there like appear next to it, and then when you click one, you give that order to the helmsman, and then they react, and then it happens, right? But you do this with everybody, like security, raising the shields and red alerts and all this kind of stuff, and it's just great, and it's so immersive, and it's all like first person, and you're just looking around, and you're just pushing buttons on things, and it works so well. I don't know why they didn't just do that little bit of effort. Like, instead of just pushing Y to engage warp, it could just be somebody saying, Captain, we're ready to go to warp. And you're still just looking around, right? And I could tell my, who shoots the gunnies? I could say fire torpedoes or raise shields or jettison cargo bay, like depending on the menus I pick. But I need to go to the one that says engage warp. It's just probably right down here, like, on my control pad. And so you look down, and then boop, boop, you hit the button, and then it happens. And it's cool because it's interactive, and it was emergent from the context of the story. Like, I knew something needed to be done, so I found out where that thing is, and I engaged it. Whereas this, the only thing you engage ever is Y or up or left. You're not actually interacting with anything, and it doesn't even feel like it. So that's just a big waste in my book. Like, take all that crap and throw it out. It doesn't help the game one bit. I mean, it only hinders it. This game's beauty lies in its writing, its acting, and its story and its graphics, right? It's all the artists. It's the people putting it together. It's the people who programmed the eyebrows to do like weird crazy things. Like, that's what it is. And at the end of the day, you can evaluate that. Those games, man, bad call. I mean, take a stand. Like, if you want to, if you want to put out like an average, mediocre game, I mean, God bless you. You want to play it safe. I just think, like, give people more than they expect, you know? I don't think it's... Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's they were just going so broad. They said, what if somebody liked Star Trek in the 1960s and they haven't touched a computer maybe in their whole life, and they see this pop up, they see this, like, an ad for this, and they click on it, they buy it, and they download it somehow. I don't know how. But they doing it on a PS5. Is it your grandma playing it on your PS5? But that's what it feels like. It feels like this game was catered to people watching Nick at Night who are so old, like the Wii crowd. It's like they're going Nintendo with this. It's like so simple. They're either aiming at like 6-year-olds or 66-year-olds. And I think you're missing it. I say put some fun, get like a little creative with it. I understand the reasons for not doing that. It seems to me, if I'm going to guess, it seems like this project was just like kind of a quick one. Like, it's like, let's not, maybe like just put it all on Spock. Make him just not look like a freak. Don't get made fun of for how bad Spock looks. And in fact, if he does look that bad, we're just going to cut him out of this friggin' game because we don't want to slow down. We're on a budget. We're on a tight deadline. And we're not taking any risks. We're just putting this thing together. This is by the numbers adventure game. That has to be. That has to be. It's just among programmers and among artists and creatives. People love Star Trek, and I just can't believe that there's not like a little more like creativity with some of this stuff. Really just kind of in the scenario. Like, I get it if somebody's... There's kind of a portion of the game missing, right? We've got the story taking us through from start to finish, but we're missing any kind of content. Like, nothing's flashed out. It's just like, bam. I never felt like that with The Walking Dead. Like when I was playing The Walking Dead, I never felt like I should just be able to sit the controller down and watch this. Like, it's just a TV. This feels like I should just be able to watch it. There's so little to do here. I might as well just be watching it. And when I do interact, again, it's never natural, like, into the situation. Everything is weird because the buttons don't mean anything. So every time they want me to do something, they have to say, well, okay, this time around, the R trigger is going to, flip a coin. And then, a minute from now, 20 seconds from now, the R trigger is going to open a door. And then at 10 seconds after that, it's going to fire a phaser. And 10 seconds after that, it's going to duck behind cover. So they have to, each time that it comes time to pick up your controller again, they have to tell you what all the buttons do. And it's just infuriating. Like, I don't know, structure your game more coherently. I feel like I'm not grounded. And the fact that now I'm split between two characters, like, I feel like my presence in the game, or I can't get immersed in it because my self is not, it has no place to reside within the game world. I don't know what I am. I'm an R trigger. I'm an R trigger in Star Trek. I'm not one of these characters. I didn't get to name them. I didn't get to pick them. The story's not really even about them too much. Seems like Portal's got a real cool character arc coming. What's Diaz's character arc been? I don't want to die. I still don't want to die. And I'm not dead. And I did it without being a jerk. I was nice to people. His, Edison, what's her name? The girl with the craggy rock face, the spiderweb girl. She's got that whole Trill thing, which is I think that's awesome. They've mentioned it twice now. I think that's a really interesting take on the Trill. In service, like, of what, though? It's not... It doesn't follow... This game has no theme. Good versus evil. Letting the past die... The power of friendship and teamwork. Standing by your principles. But these are like the basic low-level themes that accompany everything. You know, like every episode of Star Trek. There's nothing personal for the characters. Nobody has anything to do. That's what I mean. I want to go play Parisi Squares with the blue guy. I want to go sit in 10 forward and play 3D chess with the Vulcan. I want to have conversations with them, right? You should get the opportunity to do this a couple times, you know, with somebody. Just run around shooting stuff. So in that, when they talk about the two Picards, you know, you've got the movie Picard and the TV Picard, how the films always tend to, you know, raise the stakes to galaxy-destroying levels. This video game is clearly taking that angle, which is not my favorite kind of Star Trek. Sorry. It's the end of the world! I don't care. If I wanted end of the world, I'd watch, I don't know, Star Wars. Everything's a Death Star. We've all got Death Stars. It's a Death Star that shoots lightsabers. It's a lightsaber. Death Star lightsaber. Boom. You just point it down into the earth and push the button on the lightsaber, and it detonates the planet with you standing on it. It's the Jedi Death Star. It's a massive chode of a lightsaber that you stick in the ground, and you push a green button on top, and the planet explodes. What am I talking about? How close am I to the end of this game? I wonder. I think not close enough. I'm feeling another epic firefight coming on. I don't want anything else, man. I just want to just MGS the rest of this. Just Metal Gear the rest of this. You can be fine. The guy will show up and I'll shoot him and give me a 40-minute cutscene where I can just sit down and maybe make a couple choices. I'd like to make more choices, honestly. I love the choices. I've spoken about this. Some of them I don't think need to be time sensitive. But to the game's credit, all of the choices have been very, for the most part, clear. Like, you never get like a weird Knights of the Old Republic choice where you pick something and then you're just like blast somebody in the head because you wanted to say no to them. Haven't had any of that. All my options have been very understandable and explicit and have aligned with my choices very well. So that, again, excellent on that. I also feel like my choices have been, for the most part, represented. The thing that I want to do is typically present as one of my options. So that's not been frustrating at all. The game has some really good stuff. And again, sometimes the game looks really good when their eyeballs aren't like going all Dead Rising, like falling out of their head, like not big enough. Where you can see around to the sides of their eyeballs while they're still in their head. But that's what it is. That's the engine. Let's get back to Star Trek Resurgence. Oh, I never fixed my Stream Deck. Let me try this again. See my Krang? I see that Krang every day. And every day I want to tear that package open and make a stop motion film with Krang like walking around. Oh, Shredder, you idiot! I love Krang. Krang's my favorite. I used to have that big robot body. That was my favorite toy. I gave it away when I got like depressed, but so yeah, why aren't these things showing up now? It's like it's reverted to a previous profile or something. Again, not working. I need Portal to get over here and stick his tetrahedron glove. I need him to crystallize my laptop. Says it's waiting for OBS. I think that's it. I don't think it's going to work unless I restart OBS, which I am not going to do because that takes time and I want this game to end. So we're playing the game. We're going back.
It's almost a shame we have to study it. Galaxies never seen vision like this.
Don't turn it back now.
We are where we need to be. Now, we just have to do the job.
Speak my language.
No, it's Universal Translator. Transporter accident. Check. That was on their list of things we must include in this game. Transporter accident.
Saturated in decoding power. Can't feel the source just yet.
This way. I can't reach anyone. At least not on the lower decks. It's like they're all gone. Comm systems seem to be operational again.
That bioforming ray may have transformed dozens of crews on the lower decks.
This ship could be swarming with resurrected though.
Yeah, we do need to inform people.
Matter of time before they come to their senses and take action.
Which means we have now a little time to get them all.
Does the crew know?
They spread the lower decks. You never know what to trust.
Lock down the affected areas. Close the bulkheads and erect the containment units. No one is allowed in or out without my authorization.
There could be crew members who aren't affected.
Well, sucks to be them.
That's a risk we'll have to take.
Initiating a lockdown now.
What happens if some of the bioform manage to escape? How should the crew behave? Or should they?
thought that was Westbrook or the Vulcan. Can't remember who said that. It was the Vulcan.
Now, some thought for some time.
System we want to investigate. It's near the affected area. Commander Ermont. Commander Ermont, can you hear me?
According to this, it was initiated by Commander Irma. What? Central computer core will shut down in 10 minutes. We'll lose all critical ship functions. It can only be overridden by the captain of the core itself.
With me.
Stop! Identify yourselves!
We're just trying to figure out what's happening. To hell with it.
You have to get to the computer core! Go!
Master console is up there. I don't have much time.
Captain Rydick, it's me, Commander Ermont. First Officer Westbrook insisted I find you immediately. Let me get this door open. I think I remember the code. I hope you haven't been hurt, Captain. It's not safe here. I'll get you somewhere more secure. Captain, don't do anything rash.
Computer termination sequence in progress.
Damn it!
Be reasonable, Captain. There's a time to fight and a time to admit defeat.
Oh.
Computer termination sequence in progress. Awaiting captain's authorization.
Cancel computer shutdown.
He's really pissed he didn't get that promotion. Like, I don't even know what she did because I was so focused on those stupid buttons. Nice.
Okay, wait. Just hear me out. Listen to me. There's no need to do anything impulsive.
You just tried to kill me.
I was only acting on orders. Didn't mean any harm. No, we'd rather have you with us. We can make a deal, right? Come to terms.
Oh, dang it! I was hoping they'd make me remember. That would have been awesome if you had to remember what you chose the first time. Oh, that would have been badass. You're flying away from it. You gotta fly behind it, like park on its surface. All right, hang on. I have caffeine coursing through my bladder. I shall return. Where were we? At the end of the game, I hope. Oh, I think I plugged in my controller. Let's see if I can use it. Whee! I got a controller. How do I run? Oh, I gotta click. There we go. Why move the right stick? Why not the left stick? The left stick is my movement stick. You know, why switch it up on me?
These are the arteries of power, clumping up container at the heart of the field. I can feel it coursing through my whole body.
You're just drunk.
Look there.
He looks like a drinker.
It's a con technology. How do I turn them off?
I'm coming, Tim.
Both keep calling. It's over. It's just me. You can try again after I fail.
Well then, screw it up.
Push button to smirk. Push 1 to smirk. Push 2. No smirk. Or you can run crouch. +1 game. Run crouch. I love run crouching. It's cheating. Where am I meant to be going? The guards will be none the wiser. To the game's credit, I've only gotten stuck like maybe twice. Oh, I haven't set a phaser to overload yet. I bet that happens. Or is that just what happened? Did he just now do that? That's a trope, Star Trek trope that we have not touched on. Chop them up. Ciotto mate. Ay 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 ay. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doozer. Guess it helps if I know where they're at first. Skip, 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 please. I just want to see what happened. Uh-oh. I really don't want to think right now. All right, let's try to get this. So my goal, my exit is the stairway over there? Yeah, that's where I'm going. Lower guard to console. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, shit. Looks like that hurts a little bit.
Guess we can teleport the rest of the way. That graph contains my power chamber. I gotcha. When I was younger. This might control that craft. Or it'll help.
Great Scott!
I should be able to bring it to us.
Marty! Marty! Get on the transport! I don't do a very good Doc Brown. Oh, God. Fuck this game. The sensitivity is way crazy. I mean, when do you stand up?
Got this thing set to maximum stun. How are they getting out?
Something's different about the Takan here. Stunning isn't an option.
Wow. Let's see if I can beat this without firing any shots. Nope.
This would go faster if you did something about them. Guardian is with them. Have to sink that other ship. Shoot the pilot.
Oh, God. The enemy pilot must be shot down. The force field protecting the pilot will take a lot of damage before it goes down. When the force field is down, the pilot is vulnerable. Oh, boy. Thanks for the tip. Fuck. Just let me like walk around. This cover thing sucks. What am I looking at here? Oh boy. Yay, we did it. Good.
We've left you behind. I've seen it with my own eyes. They're not easy to find. We were conquerors of perfect absence. Souls I pushed your camp to despair will not lead to this end.
I'll tell you what the signs are. They're fanatics. They won't stop breathing.
Yes. So we must be fanatic in return. We are unstoppable.
Oh boy, that doesn't make sense. That is illogical.
This ends here.
Did you hear that? This ends. Pull a Millennium Falcon. Do a Han Solo and land on this stupid thing. You're dismissed. Get off my bridge.
I don't care how you feel about me. Just do your job.
Fair enough.
The only reason they haven't destroyed us is because we bioformed the conviction. That's why they're targeting our engines.
I've got a giant pimple growing like right here.
Bioforming ray.
There's something on my ceiling.
Brace for impact.
There is a large, huge insect on my ceiling. That's a spider. It's a big one. It's like that big.
Hailed by the USS Titan.
Titan!
Sorry to keep you waiting, Gentlemen. You got here as fast as you could. Looks like you've got your hands full with this monster.
We're damn glad to see you, Captain. We could use all the help we can get.
Told you I'd be here. So, what are we up against?
Oh, it's happening again.
We have to warn them. Open a channel to all Star.
Don't let it get frakes.
Starting emergency transmission.
What's going on with this pimple?
Captain Jara Rydek of the USS Resurgence. The ship we're finding is armed with a bioforming ray that can transform your entire crew instantaneously. Avoid being hit at all costs.
And remember, they have our shield algorithms, so take preemptive evasive action.
Destroy that ship. Otherwise, they won't know they're coming after us.
Disable it.
Or nothing.
Yep.
That's not a Starfleet ship.
The Takan have
Hey, thanks, Captain Obvious. Lieutenant Obvious.
Shields are holding up against their attacks. They won't for very long.
fire photon
It's not going to do anything. I meant to do phasers, but last time phasers were first and photon torpedoes were second, so I hit one to fire the phasers, and I just fired photon torpedoes. You see how they switched it?
shields at 60%.
Either one probably wouldn't have done anything.
Xandar, evasive maneuvers. Get us out of here.
Aye, Captain.
Don't worry, Resolute. We've got your back.
It doesn't.
Systems are offline.
It doesn't really make sense to me.
Now's our chance. Finish it. Send Galvin a message. Let him know exactly what he's up against. We're willing to fight to the very end.
Take out their engines. Fire when ready.
Targeting their engines. Commencing fire. Now.
You're a loose cannon, Westbrook. Jesus! Everybody get behind the thing. Okay, here's what I don't get. So, they bioform them. Their consciousnesses get uploaded from the crystals. They wake up.
We might just have a shot.
They're not going to know where they are. They're not going to be like, oh, I'm on a starship. Let's take it over. And, like, it just seems strange to me that. Are they already communicating with these people? Do these people already know what they're about ready to.
Target the bioforming ray. Fire photon torpedoes.
Hell yeah.
Firing photon torpedoes.
This is cool. Oh, shit.
I've lost health control. Trying to reestablish.
Power levels are dropping all over the ship, but our engines are still running strong.
This is what happened to the Enterprise.
They're draining our energy.
We're caught in it too.
I hope the away team is having more success than we are.
Did I damage the bioforming ray? I don't think I did. So far, see, this is the problem with these bad guys. They're invulnerable to everything, and you can't defend against anything that they do. So you really only have the solution to evade. And I don't think you can disable these guys. So really my choices don't really matter, do they? Unless I would have died by doing something else. I don't know. Who cares?
I can feel the energy. Don't get so used to it. We're gonna take that thing down.
Can you feel the love tonight? The Cartabula. No way. Those are not like angles that you could grasp. There's no way you would climb that. That would be like the most impossible thing in the world. You need some real good soles on your shoe. Like freakishly sticky rubber soles. And then I just don't know if you could. That'd be the hardest climb in the world. Just run straight in. They don't want me to tricorder this? And cut me in half.
Well, is it wide enough?
No, but I can see the cortabula.
What about
It's a clear barrier.
Still can't get in.
stand back? I'll try again.
Portal 6-3! I'm not going to remind you of the oath you took. I want you to remember why you made it. Your bond to your people.
Be like if you woke up in the future and the only people alive were David Koresh.
All you have to do is nothing. Stand back and we will handle them.
It's like, do I want humanity to survive? It's like Scientology.
So much time doing nothing. Now, I will take action. I will exterminate these heretics.
And we're going full Final Fantasy now, baby.
This won't take long. I am a guardian of the Deccan Empire. I can take it on.
All right.
If you can get to the cortabula, don't wait for me.
We'll hold the line.
I kind of am starting to not believe this is the same guy that was in the episode with the Ferengi.
The gap isn't much wider. Can we get through?
Widening the containment field from the tricorder. Oh,
I don't think we can crowbar our way in.
it takes its economy.
That's far enough.
Jeez.
I could have killed you both easily, but the part of me that is still Miranda won't let me. She compels me to bring you into the fold. I will make you one of us.
Uh-oh. I didn't realize I was supposed to be doing a cutscene there.
Finally, we can rejoin the flame.
Ooh, she got a hole in her. Miranda's no more. And Carter's getting goofy. See, if I would have picked the gun, he would have gotten stabbed, and then she would have gotten shot, and then he would have done the thing. And then we'd still be here.
Are you all right? Carter, I'm sorry I hesitated. I'm trying to keep her from getting you. If I just shot her sooner, you wouldn't be like this.
It's already started.
She's really gone. For good. I can't believe it.
It had to end this way. She was suffering. Now it's over.
No, she's suffering. She sort of got ingested by another consciousness. No, Doc. Doc.
Miranda got Carter.
Must go. Finish this. My brother.
Oh.
What is this? Who are you? Tell me now. I demand it. You told me the guy's in charge. But tell me.
Carter, you're kind of scary.
It's okay. I'm still in control. We've reached the Cartagena. That's great. Are you all okay?
Yeah, we're inside. That's what matters.
Fabula Nova Crystallis Project type Trek. What happened to his freak face? He got better.
Resonance work for a resonant frequency.
And these others?
That frequency matches the Titan's work core resonance.
I don't know what any of this means. Jesus, it just pops up.
Or the Kibble below.
With steamer class. Same engine platform.
They're just doing a little differently. I must be getting information from the bioformula. This warning. It means that it's struggling with the power stacked up at close frequencies.
The Cartabula can't handle the dissonance.
Maybe.
This is Westbrook. We're reading these Starfleet engine signatures.
We are. You need to see this. The steamrunner class frequencies are causing problems for the Aphilion's energy source. Sending visuals now.
They're vulnerable. We have to use this.
Play the wine glass if you play the right note loud enough.
Sir?
Count of celerity. They're letting us right in the front door with this energy drain.
You know we're output to those frequencies.
Get all our ships to do the same. Push it to maximum levels and we might be able to crack the wine glass, the Cartabula, and take their ship offline. There is merit to the theory. But if we attempt this, it would preclude any other course of action. It'll work. It has to.
Do it. We need to strike back. I will lead by example.
I will create a high-energy static warp ship.
We'll leave the away team to guide us to the right frequency.
We read you, Resolute. You're putting a lot of faith in us, Captain. That's a hell of a plan. We don't want to let you down.
I've got faith in you. And the rest of this crew. Now let's give them hell.
Yes, Captain.
Eject routine for the Cartabula.
So we can disengage him, just like we did with the Zelda's warp force.
Yeah, but it'll only activate if this thing gets completely overloaded.
So we gotta take it right up to the engine destruction.
We are increasing the warp core resonant frequency now.
Oh god, minigame incoming.
If that thing wants to take over, it's going to have to go through both of us.
What the hell does that mean?
Hear me? I'm gonna fight it right along with you, Carter.
You can help me get the job done. That's the fight that matters most.
But it's not the only one.
Is something wrong?
No, we're fine.
Do you see our output frequency changing?
We do.
What is the impact on the Aphelion systems?
It's not enough. We need to push this thing harder.
Why is she standing in the middle of outer space?
We believe this will disable the Aphelion.
We don't know that. All we know is that something about energy much like
You're leading us to disaster. Doctor, give them exactly. You can't just expect us to turn Helion. We found their Achilles heel. We have to use it. We'll give them everything they want. All
It's like a stylistic choice,
more power
or is the
to handle.
ship just not rendering? Thank you, Riker. Yeah, feed it, Titan. Choke on it. Thank you, Frakesy. They weren't going to listen to me. Everybody listens to Frakes.
This is the Takahashi. Adjusting our engines now.
Tabula. It's compensating, counteracting our interference. These other frequencies are causing spikes too. I'm gonna find a target.
So they've been getting drained this whole time. Like, is it just like a real slow drain?
Try this out.
Just wait till it pops up. You can't do anything until the game lets you continue. I have a hunch that it's on a timer, so I'm not going to move the cursor, and I'm going to see if it pops up. I would imagine it would, even just like as a safety measure to say, okay, the player's clearly lost. Let's give them a hint. Reveal the location. Last time it took a long time. I went around like the entire map like twice. I did the whole board. I was like left, right, up, down. Where's it at? This is an experiment. I'm not going to hit it. Because frankly, I refuse to participate in this stupid minigame. Okay, so it should be coming up anytime now. I'm going to count to like 10, and if it doesn't, then I'll go look around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. What am I looking for? See, that's the thing. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a dot. Oh, there's the dot. Okay.
This one's hitting the hardest. If they all converge here, we'll provide the maximum disruption to the contact.
we want to overload this thing and push it to the brink, but not past it. You sure about this frequency? If we go too far, we will just be destroying the Crotapula.
It's got to be because that's the only dot that showed up. So yeah, I bet my life on it since it was the only option I had.
Sending data to the rescue team.
Waiting to send us an updated target list. Sending it to engineering now. We are now running our core at 105% of recommended capacity. If we try to meet that frequency, we will generate a harmonic imbalance of our own and risk a warp core breach. I must warn you, these are precisely the engine conditions that Captain Solano's experiment brought about.
Whoops.
A runaway reaction is a dangerous possibility right now. We can't afford to start second-guessing ourselves.
If it doesn't work, we're dead anyway. So give me what you've got.
Consequences be damned. Aye, aye, Captain.
He respects that. He's standing right next to the warp core too. He's like, I'm gonna die if this happens. See, I like Vulcans. There's no BS with Vulcans.
We got an overload here.
Is that the breaking point?
It's like, you get it. It's super dangerous. I need you to do this.
We got a problem. It's not gonna eject. We have to disengage the forgettable manually. We lit this fuse. Gotta make sure it doesn't go out the wrong way. If we pull hard enough on those levers, it'll dislodge this thing.
Now here we go. Time to mash a button or some shit. Like, just make it part of the cutscene. I don't need to do that. They can just walk over and do it. And save me 20 seconds. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe to see if I ever play a game I like. What happens when I enjoy a game? What does it sound like when words of praise are leaving my mouth? Find out next week. Uh-oh. He's gone Red Dead Nightmare, Undead Nightmare. Oh, God. Oh, that's kind of fun. It's a nice little twist. Oh, I was controlling the guy there. That's insidious. If I wouldn't have done that, maybe it would have worked. Oh, his eyes all funky again. USS Macrame? What was that? The USS Man Comet? What was it? USS Mud Crab. Like, I feel like the danger there should have been, oh no, this experiment is what got our crew members killed earlier, and we've got to do it again. You should be doing that experiment. That's where the excitement to me lies there. That should be the mini game, should be doing that.
Sacrifice you made.
Radiation levels are spiking.
It's coming from the forgettable. Must have damaged it. Didn't get it out before it fractured.
Our work here is done. Let's get out of here.
No, I thought it meant let's go, let's fix that thing.
3 to beam back to the Resurgence.
Are we done?
Can't lock on. The transporters won't cut through the interference.
We can stay here.
Yeah.
We're not getting away in that thing.
There. Maybe I can use this to get us out of here. If it can get us back to the Resolute, but we have to get away from here.
Well, bad news. You don't get a promotion, but good news is you're Space Jesus.
Radiation's lower. Still too high for us to stay on the ship.
This is good. We can do better.
And soon, I hope.
We gotta get all the way to the Resolute.
The thing's down, not up. We'll handle this
what I've been screaming at for an hour. Get close to it. Don't park in front of the laser beam.
We're almost in position for a shot at the bridge.
Photon torpedoes armed and ready.
With a ship that huge, why wouldn't the bridge be like right in the middle of it? The bridge doesn't need to be on the outside. You could put the bridge like in the core. So when people say target the bridge, they're just saying target like the densest part of the structure.
Radiation poisoning is a terrible way to go, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can render aid to your crew.
Of course not.
Now the radiation is rising here too.
Targeting the Resolute. Get on. I can't hold on to it. I have to make manual adjustments to enhance the signal pattern. Here. What do you mean? I'm not gonna make it out.
No way. We're all leaving together. We've been through too much to split up now. Don't leave people behind. Got it?
I'm really sorry, Haley. I'm not gonna be able to go with you. But I have to get you back. Please. Stop it.
What's happening?
It's an internal struggle, and he's losing.
Not like this.
Time's up for me. If I'm gonna get you out, it's now or never.
I don't want to leave you.
The time is now.
We interrupt this emotional moment to bring you this mini game. I don't fully understand what the hell's going on here. It didn't look like it was hitting anything. Yay.
I know you wanted all the help you needed, and that you'll always be my family.
No.
Even if I don't get to see you again, you'll never really be gone.
Always.
Always.
Oh. Happy birthday to you. We got you a cake. Welcome to life. It's been 600 eons. Wake up. Oh, everything's exploding around me. Guess I'm dead now. I feel like the smoke is just there to obscure the fact that they didn't want to draw a broken ship.
All decks secure.
Like,
Fully contained.
render one.
Starfleet ships under Chakotay control have signaled their surrender. Good work, Captain Wright. Next time I need some backup, I'll know who to call. Trust you won't have a problem with that.
Just say the word and we'll be there.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Captain, we're being hailed. It's the Aphelion.
I'm friends with Frakes.
Radiation. Vesper smoke right here. Please. We surrender. Need your help. Please, beam us aboard your ship.
I know what they've done, Captain. We can't let them die. They're our enemies today. Who knows when they can become?
You already offered help and they turned you down. Tried to destroy us. Why reach your hand out to get a gift?
It's what we do.
This is the fate they've chosen. They really are.
Captain, thank you.
We don't have much time. This is it. I don't know what else I can say. Please. I don't want to die.
This is what separates us from them. The fact that we can make a gesture of peace even after all our conflict. Set up containment fields in the docking bay and beam the Tucon there. Crew of the Aphelion, shut down all systems. Lower your defenses and prepare to be transported.
Thank you.
That looks cool. Again, smoke.
Harder! Hey,
Wait, what? What just what? What?
My first order of business, we thought we'd establish the Qatari government. First peace talks. Genuine talks.
Was that not Carter or was it what the hell? What?
I know I don't want to put it. There's so much good I can do with just a fraction of your medical technology. Bring it to my people. But I also want to see us out. Behaviors in that case for me in Starfleet. Really hard to stay on the job forever. With all there is to experience.
I have no right to tell her what to do.
My devotion to my people has made me want to explore what the galaxy has to offer.
When you're ready, Starfleet will be waiting for you. I'll even put in a good word for the Academy.
Thank you. Perhaps I can serve on one of your ships someday.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I like her. She was a good character. She was good.
Starfleet has granted me the privilege of conferring this knowledge. Captain Salon, Riker, we're all friends. You have acted dutifully, but even through trying circumstances, I'm granting you the official rank of captain.
Yay.
As I have for you, John Riker, there appears to be nothing that can stand in your way.
Thank you, Ambassador Spock, for everything.
As you stop the spread of the Takan, I should be the one giving thanks.
Victory, peace. These things never come without a cost. For some, it requires putting aside centuries of envy.
They didn't have centuries of enmity. They were working together to mine
Takes facing complicated losses. Descartes,
the dilithium.
How do we say goodbye to someone who's and honor the life that they left behind?
and for too many, they had to pay the ultimate price.
Right. Are they going to learn how to reverse this?
History may forget their sins.
Because there were like multiple ships of people turned into the Takan, whose very existence is now like an abomination. Like, do any of those people come back? The captain, he's just going to stay brainwashed forever? I'm sure they'll address that. I hope that's not how this ends. They seem to be very happy, like, oh, we'll make peace with the new Takan race. They're like living in the bodies of our kin. Can we get them out? They have no right to be there.
Captain Salon used to say, nothing ever stays the same.
He's just an alien now. We're going to send him to jail.
Entropy. It's the nature of the universe. As such, the crew of a starship can never stay the same.
Oh, am I finally going to get to chill with my crew?
And while entropy says that everything is what it is, this crew has only grown stronger. More cohesive and coherent.
She's a good captain. I like her.
Bound, shared struggles. Working together, helping each other. We're able to do more than we ever imagined.
Yeah, see, I guess there is a theme.
Some of our differences could be resolved, but perhaps that too can change in time.
The saddest part is I'll never play this game again because of all those goddamn mini games. So I won't get to try it at the story again to see
Engage.
what happens. What is that? Are you seeing that? What is in that chair? What the hell? Blue Man Group shows up at the very end.
Frontier. As we take our next steps into
We are hosts to the Blue Man Group, who is taking over our consciousness. What the hell is that? Their faces were like, there were two heads. There was a blue head like down low, and there was their regular head here.
mysteries we face.
And what was with Carter in that shot? Was she just imagining that he was there, or was that a like he played the wrong cutscene or something?
We are resident.
I'm gonna have to watch that back. I'm gonna have to go back to Twitch and watch that over again. Roll credits, please, God. We did it. We did it. We hung in there. We did it. We beat the boring beast. Created by Kevin Bruner, Andrew Grant, written by Dan Martin, lead. Good, 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 good. Art direction, okay. Animation, he had a lot to do. Cinematics, design, music. Yeah, I mean, it's a skeleton crew. Let's see how many people we got here. All of it is done great. No problems. I just think you don't need the game elements. And you could have cut out half of that story. Oh my God, easily could have just dropped. I wish I had taken notes when I was playing this, and then I would be able to look back over and say, okay, this didn't need to happen. This didn't need to happen. This didn't need to happen. The whole lightning storm at the beginning, that whole thing, that didn't need to happen. And then there was like a reference to an experiment that the ship was just constantly in a state of like perpetual danger. I don't know. I think the better approach would have been to just tackle it more like a bridge commander situation where you're just sitting in a chair the whole time and you look to talk to the people around you. None of this shit. Rolling. If I see another person rolling, I'm going to vomit. Just rolling all over the place. Rolling, phaser, push up, left trigger plus right trigger. Doesn't need it. Keep me on the bridge. If you want to just cut to a cutscene of the engineers running around going, oh, we're in a big old fight, Captain. And then come back to me doing my thing. And then don't need to play the sneaky cat and mouse games. That's not why I'm here, right? Remember what you're doing. That mini game is a game. It could be tic-tac-toe. It could be whatever. Like some games are just the most basic. Like some of them are like draw a line, like avoid the obstacles. What is fun to do in real life? So many of those games were like push forward. That's not fun to do in real life. Just holding a button. I'd rather skip it. I'm sorry. It just makes the game suffer. It puts me in a bad mood. I just complained through that whole thing. Well, a lot of times I was really enjoying it. Like I was enjoying characters. I was enjoying some of the action. The space battle was great. I loved it. But yeah, I get in a real bad mood when it's like tutorial time and I'm at the 90% mark of the game and I'm still getting interact with objects to distract the guards. It's like when you go back and play The Seventh Guest, okay? The Seventh Guest was a puzzle game. When you boil it down to its essence, what you're doing is a lot of like crossword puzzle type stuff, right? You're just doing these basic things. You're playing like a game of Othello. You're playing a word jumble, right? You're playing tic-tac-toe. You're playing a mini game. But if those games aren't well integrated, it really stands out and it really feels stupid. The Seventh Guest, a lot of times it made sense. There's a you look down on the carpet and there's a little maze on the carpet and you solve the maze and a ghost pops up. That makes sense to me. I don't know. Here though, it's just like I don't know. It's like, hey, you want to play Pipe Dreams for a second? It's the BioShock problem, you know, and I think it just happens that people say games need to be a certain length. I would have been much happier if this had just been a short episode 1, like Sam and Max episode 1, and it took me 2 hours. That would have been ideal. If this game had only taken me 2 hours to play, I would give it like a 10 out of 10. The length here, totally detrimental. I got bored with the story. I got bored with them just saying the same things over and over and over again, because it's the same threat, right? It's you have a limited number of threats. You're not going to have the Borg come out of somewhere and you're going to get like different sets of technobabble. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Takan, bioforming, blah, honor, afterlife, partners, friendship. And it just never, it's the same stuff. After hour 1, hour 10, you need a break. Star Trek didn't do like 9 Counselor Troy episodes back to back. You rotate through them. And this was just the same thing, the same episode over and over and over. It should have just been shorter, should have been 1 episode, and then they could have come up with a different story. You'd just put more on the writing in that case, you know? It could even be like an anthology where it's both, all the stories are dealing with the same 2 alien races, but then there's different kind of conflicts, which maybe, after chapter 5 or something, it overarching, then you can do some world destroying stupid thing. But maybe the first one is like, there's some seismic instabilities or something, and you go down into the mines and you explore and you take readings, and I would put more emphasis. I would get like a Star Trek nerd, call a couple Star Trek nerds into the room and say, okay, what's like a fun minigame you could do with a tricorder? The tricorder minigame wasn't a game. That's what I mean. It's not a game. You're pointing at something and pulling a trigger, and it makes beepy noises, and then it says, good job, you did it. And it takes a long time, because sometimes the thing you're looking for is like being blocked or is just like in the wrong spot. When I got trapped in those caves that one time, it's like, this is terrible. This is such a waste of my life. My precious, precious life. Just getting sucked away by these god-awful mini-games. Other than that, like seriously, A+, everybody who worked on this, beautiful. I love the design, the Takan technology. Make an old Portal Man. I'm going to go back and watch that episode, and I swear to God, that guy was not that cool back in that episode. That guy was like he was like a crazy homeless guy. He's like meth head space alien man, to the best of my memory, who thinks he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He talks real big and he's the keeper of whatever. So just a lot of missed opportunities. I like that character a lot. I think he's one of the best characters in the game. What happened to the female leader of the Horitos? Okay, we're going to go to account. Oh, might have to log in. RP46F. Somebody scan that for me. Let's tour the Resolute. This is the first thing I did when I installed this game. Is I did a tour of the Resolute. So now I wonder what it's going to be like now that I've played the game and I go back to it. I wonder if I'm going to be like, oh my God, this feeling of openness and freedom. Oof. You're just on rails the whole time. At least in Sam and Max, you're looking for things. You're hunting and clicking and combining items. There's something to do. There's nothing to do in this game. You're there, you're present, you're watching it, and then it says push it, and you go, okay. You push it. Yeah, see, I can run around the whole ship. This is amazing. Where's the holodeck? We probably don't have a holodeck since it's a research vessel. Not a Galaxy class. Super Cruiser. These places all suck. These are not fun places to be on a ship. Engineering, let's go to engineering. There we go. Good old warp core. Okay. And I'm going to give it a minus for not letting me go down there because, come on, you jerks. Just let me go down there. Cool sound effects. Liking the sound effects. I want to see Shimoda down there playing with his isolinear chips. All right. Well, that's it. We're going to call it. Oh, thanks for this tutorial. I'm glad. And it's been fun. It's been a long journey. Star Trek Resurgence. Recommend it? No. I'm sorry, I don't. I think you should get on YouTube and watch an edited down version of the gameplay. I don't know. The choices even are locked behind a website. I'm going to have to log into a website to get any, like, to even see what my choices, like, I don't know. Maybe there's a whole bunch there. Doesn't really feel like it. I give it a pass, but I do say good job to the no. I say try harder next time. I'm not going to be nice about it. Try harder, guys. Come on. That was a real letdown. You had all the elements there. It was all there. All the tools, all the skill, all the talent, and that was boring as heck. It was boring as heck. My beat button's not going to work. So moving on, I bought a bunch of Yakuza games. We're probably going back to medieval feudal Japan, and we're going to go chop some arms. Bye. I stopped streaming.